Hello, YouTube. Welcome to Divine Spiritual Tarot. I am on here today about shadow work. Okay. I do a shadow work, video here and there because I believe in shadow work. I'm not just a tarot reader, YouTube. I'm also a healer, and as well as I help others to find themselves, and as well as on their journey of what they're going through on a day-to-day basis as well, like me. So let's start, YouTube. So let's go. So we're on projections today. Okay. Here we go. It says here, shadow within you. The symptoms of a bad shadow relationship includes behavior patterns and also projections, surely as getting targeted by people and their behaviors towards us. When we do something that offend us, when they do something that offend us as well as we offend them. So it's like patterns and things like that. We might not like what other people do. But when often is accepting behaviors when we in our shadow, we deal with it in a way that determines our personal growth. Unhealthy patterns in our behaviors, learning to accept and encourage and compassion towards ourselves and towards others. Other symptoms of the shadow self is that we also become please seekers. So please seekers is we live our life for others. I've been through that, YouTube. I lived my life for others. But please seeking is as well is you're making someone else comfortable. You're not telling how you feel. You're keeping your emotions inside, and you're not finding out who you are as well, because you're please seeking for another person. You care about how that person feel about you or look, or how they go come at you when you tell your truth to them, or how you feel about what they're doing to you. You shouldn't do that, YouTube. You should tell your truth to people, even if you're going to go through some type of obstacle with this person, with any person that you come across. Today's world, they be into relationships or partnerships as well as their family, and they make their family comfortable because they don't like to bring conflict to their family. But that's not bringing conflict. That's telling how you feel. Like, let's make an example. Let's say my cousin did something to me. Or let's say I went to my cousin's house. Okay? Or you went to your cousin's house. And your cousin wanted you to do something for them, but you was uncomfortable with doing it. But then you turn around and you say yes to that person, even though you didn't want to say yes to them. You didn't think about the consequence. You just said yes. You didn't think about before you said yes to the person. And then later on, it was a consequence for it. So that's a prime example. People say yes to people, and they not want to say yes to that person, and then they get into a messed up situation, YouTube. I've been through that. I've made decisions like that, and that's how you be in patterns and situations, because some people, they choose to say, yeah, okay, yeah, we can do this, but then later on, it's a consequence for that. Just as well as giving your energy to everybody. It's not good to give your energy to everybody, YouTube. Everybody do not deserve your energy. Some people are low vibe energies. And low vibe energies can be energy vampires. And they don't want just money. They can take your energy, your time, and drain you. So you have to be cautious of who you deal with if you're a high vibe person. You have to be cautious, not cautious, but you have to be cautious enough to see the red flags as well. Is this person on your vibration level? As well as you need to speak up and tell your truth. And you can tell your truth in a respectful manner. You don't have to tell your truth in an aggressive manner. You can tell your truth in a respectful manner and tell them how you feel so they can know how you feel. Even if it brings conflict. Even if it brings obstacles towards you. Obstacles teach you lessons. And lessons that you have to learn. Every day you learn a lesson. So even though if you're going through that obstacle or a problem, you will learn it. And you will get better at it. I know. I didn't want to face obstacles in my life. And I lived my life for others. And it getting me nowhere. It got me depression and sadness. And it also got me to have insecurities as well within myself. Okay? So let's finish up. We become afraid of disappointing those around us. We hide our true self from them and tend to say yes to require we should rarely not have agreed to. It says, this behavior is often a throwback to our childhood, and it can be connected to how we rarely was raised around our parents. There are a few more symptoms of a shadow self, including, but they are not limited to, criticizing and judging others who do not compete with our social norm, and acting freely in the way that we experience or we expect them to be. So it's like our social life. We be around people and then we try to be like them. We're different. Okay, YouTube, you're different. I'm different. People are different. And you shouldn't have to live your life or be like somebody else because they doing it. You shouldn't have to live your life to be like somebody else because you want friends as well. If they're your friend, they're your friend. If what is meant to be. If they don't want to be your friend, that's cool. You have other people out here in the world that will love to be your friend, YouTube. They would love to be and meet a person that's different like you. You don't have to live your life for others. It says when you feel judged as if these people are watching you every move normally, and insecurities and create by the shadow self. So it's like people watching your every move, and some people get upset about that. Why is she looking at me? What's that problem? They might not look at you because of that. They might like how you dress, how you talk, how your style is, how you walk. Not everybody just look at you because they out to get you. So it's like you, when you in public and things like that, and socializing with others, you afraid of how you tiptoeing for others. You are walking on eggshells for others. You're not free when you do that. You are tied down like this, YouTube. Tied down and doing what another person telling you to do. You need to be free, YouTube. Be free for who you are. Speak up for yourself. And you can say it in a respectful manner. Don't live your life for others. Because living your life for others will bring you down into depression. It will bring you down into a black hole. And you don't want to be tied down like this. Okay? It says here, emotional target, surely as things that obsess us on a deeper level. So, emotional target is when people saying things to you might not like. But if you don't like it, you can walk away. If it's not logical, you can walk away. Now, if it's logical, you should be able to listen to it because it will help you out in the long run. It will teach you lessons that you need to learn. I was like that too, YouTube. I didn't want to listen to other people, but I had to figure out that listening to other people teach me lessons as well. Always talking is not good, but talking is also good too. You know, you have to be able to talk as well as listen. Okay. Almost done, YouTube. I know you're tired of seeing my face, but I have to bring it. I do shadow work, and it's a really deep thing to do because shadow work helps you a lot. It helps you to find yourself. So it says, possible feelings to overcome and anxiety and fear. Sometimes your shadow self creates a feeling of impulsive symptoms where you feel as it is continuing on the being of catching out. So it's like you have to know your shadow side. Like I keep telling you guys, everyone has a shadow side. You have a dark side. And you have to identify that, because if you don't identify your shadow side, it can take you in a lot of roles that you don't want to be at. It can take you in a lot of places you don't want to be at. And when you see your shadow side, you can also see your shadow side in other people too. I have seen my shadow side in other people as well as in myself. And when you can identify your shadow side, you can work on it. But if you're not identifying it, and you're not looking at your inner self, and you're not looking at your shadow side, your dark side, you have to accept your dark side as well. You have to accept it. Because when you accept your dark side, then you're balanced. But if you're not accepting your dark side, you're not balanced. And that's a part of childhood wounds. As we raised as a child, that's some of our shadow side. Like how we was raised and things like that from our parents. We have to look at those things as being an adult, and we have to change them, or we will be in different situations we do not want to be in. YouTube. It says emotional indifference is in the symptoms of a shadow self-hiding, breathing the surface. We usually take negative experiences and pack them away as a form of dealing with trauma. So we take our problems, our feelings, our emotions, whatever we going through in life, and pack them away and act like they don't even exist. And when we does that, patterns keep happening. They call that the karmic cycle. You're going through a karmic cycle because you're going through the same patterns. You're going round and round and round in the same patterns because you're not identifying them, and you're not going within, and you're not finding out who you are. It says in the tunes of creating intense emotional situations as a lack of recreation. So our patterns also go with us when we, conversating with others, and we collect or conversate with another person. You can see your shadow side in that person as well. You can see your shadow side. But being around low vibe people, you're not going to see your shadow side. And being around low vibe people, you're not going to see your patterns. You have to change. You got to go within. You got to meditate. You got to journal. You got to look within yourself. Find who you are, YouTube. It's a very important thing to find who you are. And relationships, getting in relationships with other people, is not finding out who you are. And when you're getting out of relationships, you're not healing. You're getting back to the next relationship and the next relationship and the next relationship, and thinking that's going to heal you, and that's not. You have to be by yourself for months. Even if it takes years or a year, you have to be by yourself to find your values, your principles, yourself, your shadow self, your dark side. You can also have a light side as well. You have to find, some people don't even know their light side, and you have to find your light side as well. But you have to go within yourself. People get in relationships with people and they bring their baggage, and then they think that they partner should accept that baggage. But why would you bring baggage to a person that has nothing to do with you, that come from your past? You have to heal that. You have to heal it. You can't jump into a relationship, or you can't think that your friends and your family members and everyone is going to heal you. They're not going to heal you. They can give you good advice, but they're not going to heal you. YouTube. They're not going to. They can't go within yourself and heal you. You have to look at the things and go step by step by looking within yourself. And it takes days and it takes months and it takes years to do so. Okay? Being in relationships with people is good and dandy. But you have to do the healing work and the shadow work before you try to get into a relationship. I'm back on here with that projections. But like I said, you got to do the healing work. And I know because like I told you my story when I was on, YouTube. I did the healing work before I even being a tarot reader or before I came on YouTube to help others. I am a healer. That is the gift that God gave me. That's the gift that the universe gave me, to heal others. But how can I heal others and I can't even heal myself? You get what I'm saying? And that's what's wrong with a lot of people today. I'm not going to try to judge other people, but that's what's wrong with a lot of people. They want to heal others, but they can't heal themselves. They can't go within themselves. They can't look at their shadow work. They can't do their own shadow work in their own selves. You can't go out and heal other people and you don't heal your own self. And you do not do the work. The work is going within. The work is meditation. The work is also learning your chakras. The work is also learning to do journaling, because when you do journaling, you find who you are. You find your dislikes, your likes. You find out what is going on with you. I do journaling every day. I meditate every day. I pray every day. I give my life. This is not a joke, YouTube. I come on here because I do the work. And it's and the universe want me to bring whatever I know to you guys, or what the work that I have done. I've been through trauma. I've been through problems. I've been through a lot of things in my life. But all those things taught me lessons. It taught me lessons about me. It taught me lessons about what I need to know. And one thing is giving your time to spirit. Giving your time to the universe. Giving your time to whatever you serve as a higher ups. You give your time to. Not always on TV. Not always on the internet. Not always on this. Not always on that. Sometimes you have to give yourself quiet time. Go into nature. Give yourself time. Because then you can find the answers that you need. You can find the reflection that you need. You can find what do you want to do next. When you don't do those things and you so socializing with everybody, and you so socializing with everybody and kicking in with everybody, you're not gonna find out who you are. You're not gonna find out your destiny. You're here for a purpose. You're here for a purpose. And you need to find that purpose, YouTube. You need to find that purpose. Because when you find that purpose, you're going to know what you want out of life. Life is not for you to just get up and work every day for somebody else. Life is for you to get up every day and do for others and love others as well as yourself. But also knowing your destiny, knowing your purpose, knowing your North Node. Okay, I'm in my North Node. I was in my past South Node a long, some months, probably a couple, 1 or 2 years back. But I'm in my North Node now, and my North Node is I know my purpose. My North Node is to give y'all what I know. This is not a game. I'm not just a tarot reader. Tarot reader is not just for you telling somebody business. Tarot reading is you finding yourself. Tarot reading is for you to find out what you need to do and change. It's not for you to know about somebody and what they doing to you. Now you can find out is the person not doing good to you. But as well, it's for you to know your purpose. It's for you to find out who you are. Because if you don't find out who you are, then you're just walking like a zombie in the world. And when you're not free, you're living your life for another person, you're not free. I've been through that. I lived my life for many and many a years for other people until I got enlightened. And enlightened is a wonderful thing. Enlightened teach you things, YouTube, that you would never realize. So I'm on here just to give you those, things and about shadow work projections. I'll be on here next month. But I want y'all to really, really get it clearly. Collective. Because I'm going to tell you collectives. It's not, tarot readings is not all about other people and what they doing. It's about also for you to heal and for you to find the patterns that you are doing as well as that other person. And for y'all to change them. Because you don't want to go through a karmic cycle after karmic cycle after karmic cycle. And you don't want to take nobody else's karma. You don't want to take somebody else's karma. And being in relationships, you can take somebody else's karma. Being friends with other people that you know that's low vibe, you can take somebody else's burdens and karma. Being with your family, you know that's low vibe, you could take they karma. Everybody got a karmic debt to pay. And you don't want to take nobody else's karmic debts. You don't want to do that. You want to carry your own karmic debts and heal yourself. So, that's all I have to say, and let's pull a cord and then we can go. I hope you liked my channel, and I hope y'all take care this week. I'll be on here to do my readings. Spirit, tell me about your sign. Not the sign, but my viewers. What's going on with my viewers? What do you want them to know, Spirit? Okay. So, we have strong in food. Food provide me with the strength to move through each day. I listen to my body and what I want and need. And those signs in every change. Feed my body is a powerful connection with the nature. Food. So what you eat is another thing as well. Okay? What you eat helps you. And you are a powerful star. As I gaze into the big blue sky available, my earthly life gives stars. You all are stars. YouTube. You all have a purpose. Find it. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.